Hey guys, so in this separate video, I will reflect about my secondary school life, and this time I will not be thinking as much because previous videos I had no scripts read read from, and everything that I wanted to say had to be thought of as I was speaking. So just to prove that, oh sec just to prove that I am a real Commonwealth Secondary School alumni, I have this yearbook over here. It says class of 2015. So just put this yearbook on my lap first, so as to be able to get the content easier of what I want to say instead of regurgitating up from my mind. So just a disclaimer, to protect the privacy of everyone that I know in school, nobody will be named in this video. So basically I'll just use like this person or that person, like using some kind of traits to describe the person instead of naming it. So yeah, and this video will not be biased in any way. It will just be a very factual video, and it will just basically describe on certain aspects of secondary school life that I have been through, and maybe some parts which not many people will even know. Not as in of myself, but the class as a whole, like throughout from sec 1 until sec 4 lah. So how do I begin this? I think I should just flip up the yearbook. I can't show on the camera because everybody fixes. It's like yeah, so I will start with sec 1 first, as I'm looking at my virtual script, so called. Remember, first day in school, right? If you are my friend watching this, you should know lah. Everybody was like extremely I can't say nervous, but everyone was very quiet lah. In the sense that it was like a very, I don't know how to say, it's like foreign place initially. I don't know how to say in English because my vocabulary skills are not that good, so I will just say in Chinese. It's like a place which is 陌生. Okay, so sec 1, it was the year 2012, January the 3rd. Legends were born. I'm a bit exaggerating, but yeah, it started on that day, and I was part of a class. I mean, I was part of a class called 1-2, and I'm not sure if any of my friends will watch this video, but yeah, you most probably will know if you are my friend. And sec 1 is actually a rather fun year lah. Like it was the year which that there was like the most least amount of stress within it, because obviously in the higher levels like sec 3, sec 4, it will be a more stressful time lah. Sec 1, sec 2 is like still like very 轻松 like that lah. The stress level not that high, and I wanted to say yeah, sec 1 camp was not that good and not that bad, in the sense that it was alright camp. Yeah, it was a camp which took place in the school compound itself, and everyone spent the night sleeping on the school hall. I want to say this very funny stuff was that when the boys side, it was actually only the boys who slept at the school hall. The girls, I don't know where they slept at. I think it should be classrooms if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so basically the boys slept at the hall, right? And then we were sleeping. We were not actually full. Everybody not actually fully asleep. It was like initially we were about to sleep, and then some random. I'm sorry, but I gotta say that some very a-hole teacher caught us in the middle of our sleep to do push-ups during the Sec 1 camp, like as if we are doing NS or something like that. I want to say you already did us last time like that, so next time for the future batch, don't do it to them, because they will hate you for it. I'm talking about the particular teacher who caught us to do push-ups. Okay, so enough of the camp, I guess. Now about more about Sec 2, because Sec 1 is a very is a very less stressful year. So Sec 2, uh, it was a year where the whole class were getting a bit more mischievous, in a sense that there was a point of time, right, one of my classmates, I'm not gonna name who, is a male classmate. Yeah, I don't know if he got influenced by another classmate to bring a lighter to school, and he almost used the lighter to light up the deodorant. Lucky the teacher found out. Now I don't know, I do not know if the person who persuaded him to bring lighter had harbored malicious intent. I'm just gonna assume that they are immature and curious, in the sense that they wanted to just play around with the deodorant, but it was probably one of the most dangerous things that I've ever encountered in a secondary school life. Because imagine you use a lighter, because the lighter obviously has flame, and then the deodorant is flammable. If the two things combine together, what will happen? The whole thing will just boom. And if this happened in class, if this really happened in class before the teacher found out, the results will be very devastating. Because if this thing really explodes, I tell you, there will be a lot of people that are going to be affected by this explosion. So that was a very close call during Sec 2. And during Sec 2 also, I had a math teacher who is also the discipline master of the school at that point of time. He likes to name our classmates some kind of funny names. For one classmate of mine, right, he's a male, and he was in new media if I'm not wrong. And the teacher go and name him cameraman. And the guy who brought lighter to class, he got named Banana. And the teacher said that he was as lazy as a banana. I do not know why, but he just called him Banana. Okay. And as for me, he called me Substance. I do not know why, because maybe he thinks that I'm those kind of smart looking people that had substance. But I do not think I have that much substance within me. So if the teacher is watching this, right, Don't call me substance next time I come back to school. Please, I don't want to lose my face anymore. So Sec 2 was actually overall rather good year also, other than me getting a bit addicted to Minecraft. Yeah, because Minecraft was like the fad of those early days of secondary school life, when it was about 2012 or 2013, back when Minecraft was still in beta version, and I always play that game with this Australian dude, who his name is called Luke or something. Not Luke Skywalker, definitely not a Star Wars person. Uh, so basically just play the game, and there was this game mode called Factions, which basically take over people's land, pillage people's land, and do all those kind of boy stuff lah. Okay, I'm not gonna go in detail with that. Off topic already. So now, I'm just going to review a bit about the lower secondary school life that I have just mentioned. Well, I have to say that our I can't say our my classmates and I, for the Sec 1 and Sec 2 part, right, pretty much I cannot say give trouble to our teachers. It's always make make trouble. No, not make trouble. How do I say this? Like, our teachers always have to nag us during lower secondary school. Like, consent form lah, don't know what lah, everything yeah. So even the lighter one, we got punished very like severely, because after the lighter incident, right, our class mentors knew it. Right on the CM time, extremely long CM time, we got scolded for if I'm not wrong, 1 hour. It was that long, because the consequences that were to entail if the thing really exploded is really devastating. I will say. Okay, so enough of that. I'm going in circles right now. Okay, I'm going to talk more about secondary 3 and 4, which is upper sec. Now upper sec is, of course, a more. Wait, let me drink some water. It's very hot. Now it's still February, 17th of February. The weather is really hot, as I can see from a news article earlier. So back into the topic. Upper secondary life. Yes. I'll start with Sec 3 first. So let me just flip on the yearbook, see what my classmates and I did during Sec 3. Yeah, Sec 3 level camp. This level camp was actually a very special one, because it is by far the only level camp that throughout secondary school life that we actually get to manage to go overseas, and we did CIP stuff over there, which is like we painted the roadside, those kind of black and white roadside pavement like thing. I don't know how do you call that. Yes, it's like basically you go out to the streets, right, and then you walk beside a pavement. You can see those black and white lines, like zebra crossing lines, but it's on the side pavement thing. Yeah, so we did that on the Kota at the Kota Tinggi school somewhere in Malaysia, the school pavement over there, and we also got to interact with some of the local uh, those local students. Actually, it was a pretty fun camp, other than uh, our classmates and I getting messed up by the water activities, because I can still remember that the water was extremely dirty and it was a very bad experience. I can show a bit here because it does not have any photos of me or my classmate inside. Yeah, so basically these are the activities we did there. I don't need to go in full detail on it. And other than the camp, right? Yeah, during Sec 3 I was also having a little bit tough time trying to cope up with study, because I was still a bit addicted to computer games back at that time, and I didn't really study much back at secondary 3. And for the first part of the year of secondary 3, I did not personally get to know more about my friends and interact with them. I don't know why, because of the computer stuff, I think. And yeah, basically it's just because of those computer games. But at the back part of Sec 3, like after June, right, things start to got a bit more better. I like got to interact more with my friends and talk to them and be closer friends with them, something like that. And Sec 3 was, even though it was a stressful year, but not very stressful lah, but Sec 4 was more stressful. Sec 3 it is actually a year where my classmates and I managed to mature a bit more. But actually, yeah, mature a bit more in the sense that it was better than the situation of back during Sec 1 and Sec 2, the deodorant and lighter thing. So yeah, and moving on to Sec 4. I need to try and think of what I want to say. Yeah, Sec 4 was obviously the year where everybody is trying to mark for O-levels, and things got rather stressful for me, but I still managed to cope stress levels up, and not actually I still take quite a bit of computer games during Sec 4, so that's maybe partly why I screwed up a bit in my O-levels. My results were not to my expectations, and I should have worked hard, but it's too late because there's no way to turn back time. So what do I need to say? Oh yeah, Sec 4. I don't have anything to say about Sec 4 level camp, but I can show you Sec 4 level camp over here. Because, okay, you can just see from here, Sec 4 level camp. Let me see if there are other pages. Okay. There's only like 2 pages. So basically, I didn't go for Sec 4 level camp because, if I'm not wrong, I was sick during the camp period. Beforehand, already a little bit sick, yeah, so that's why I didn't go to attend the level camp, which was a bit of a shame. But at least I still got to uh, participate in the what do you call that, the Mount Faber hike thingy that the whole sec 4, is it sec 4? I think it's the whole school, yeah, the whole school, which was back in April if I'm not wrong. It was basically a hike around, not around, it's in Mount Faber, and actually it should be what do you call that? I need to flip my book. Can't forget my stuff. Yeah, it's called a mass hike for the Mount Faber one during Sec 4. But it should have been a cross country because of the death of Singapore's founding father. Everybody should know that, and that's primarily why the whole school, the I mean, is it the principal? I think it's the principal decision, or the teachers. Yeah, that's why the school decided to carry out a mass hike on Mount Faber instead of uh, carrying out a cross country event at the Chinese Garden area. So I can show some photos over here. Yeah. Yeah, so basically this is the mass hike I was talking about. I'm not going to say which photo is my class because privacy reasons. I'm not sure if you guys can look closely. Yeah. So basically that is the mass hike, and the mass hike actually is to let the students like appreciate more about the successes of Singapore, because the Mount Faber hill, when you are walking on it, you can see the beautiful skyline of Singapore, and also the flora and fauna of Mount Faber, which perfectly depicts Singapore as a garden city. So yeah, so that's the mass hike. Now I shouldn't be delaying so much of who's watching this time on talking about the mass hike. I will just talk more about CCA. Now, no one will know this unless I speak it now. My CCA is previously known as Green Club, but now is known as Eco Club, which is a merger between Slam Club and Green Club. But Slam Club got disbanded back at, I don't know when. I think it's last year or last year or this year, because they said they are not taking in any more Sec 1s. They are just going to close down once the last Sec 4 batch is graduated already. So basically, my former CCA is now known as Eco Club, and to be honest, if I can decide my CCA again, I will most probably not select Eco Club. I will either select choir or new media, because For the choir selection back in secondary 1, they had my whole class to go for the choir auditions, and they shortlisted some people of my class that were eligible to join choir because um, they wanted people who could sing lah, obviously. And primarily I think because back then I still have not break my voice yet. Now I'm having this manly voice I inherited from my father, which is very annoying. They shortlisted a few people. I was in the list. If I'm not wrong, they shortlisted about a few people only because they were rather selective about the people they want to intake in the choir CCA. So if I'm not wrong, it's about 7 or 8 people, and I was one of them who got shortlisted. So I would have selected choir if I would have landed in choir, actually, to be honest, if I had not put green club as the first choice, because choir, if I'm not wrong, it is my second or third choice, and new media was also either the second or third choice, and followed by the fourth and fifth choice was MPCC, or if I'm not wrong, band or something else. I couldn't remember, it was a long time ago. Yeah. So to talk about CCA even more, I personally feel that I still have not gotten to really interact much with the juniors, because I think most of them wouldn't even know much about me, other than the current this year 2016 Sec 4 batch, because I never got to like introduce myself a lot to them. I was just like I can't say I never contribute to CCA. Of course I got contribute stuff lah, some stuff. Yeah, so that's that. And let me look at my script now, because I'm running out of stuff to say, and it's about 28 minutes into the video now. So yeah, I forgot to say about prom night also lah. Prom night was actually a blast. Never before in any of my classmate or mine's life, we actually got to have a prom night that was at such a big scale. So in a previous video I said $65 wasn't worth the prom night, but actually it is really worth the prom night. And I would like to thank everyone for being a part of the prom night itself on, if I'm not wrong, either 16th or 17th November last year, 2015. And I would like to thank all the seniors or juniors. I cannot remember if they are all the seniors or not, who were acting as the waiter and waitresses who serve food to us, and to those who contributed to the prom night itself, be it physically, financially, or anythingly, I don't know. I would like to say thank you all. And yeah, so that's prom night in a nutshell. Prom night was fun. And to end off this video, right, because this video is not meant to be so long, but I don't know who would actually have the time to spend watching this other than my friends. Because if it is the teachers who are watching this, then I think you will most probably need to watch this on your spare time, because this video is very lengthy. And to end off this video, I would like to tell those who are still in Commonwealth Secondary School, be it Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3 or Sec 4, I would like to tell you to, I mean to rather to say to you that to cherish your secondary school life, because in secondary school you will make a lot of good friends that might last you an entire lifetime. And as far as I can see from those kind of internet blogs, all those kind of SG forums, all this, right? Sometimes tertiary educations, right, not everybody will get along that well as secondary school. Even though I have not entered the poly course and personally experienced poly life or tertiary life in a bigger scale, but I'll still think that secondary school is a more easier part of your life to actually make friends, make very good friends. Because during secondary school, everyone is still maturing into a young adult, and in secondary school, right, don't just go for academic achievements. Also try to pursue in whatever that interests you, be it arts or sports or any other kinds of things that you are interested in doing. And also to not be afraid to ask any questions to your teachers, because as far as I can tell, for Commonwealth Secondary School, the teachers there are one of the more friendlier teachers you can expect from a secondary school. Because other secondary schools, the teachers might not even care you. Yeah. Because other schools, their standards are not that good, as far as I can tell, and the other schools, their teachers' attitude might be even worse. They might even ignore their students. But Commonwealth Secondary School, all the teachers will make sure that to like, how to say to like lead you to have the right values. And also they are very supportive teachers. And if the teachers are watching this, I'd like to thank all the teachers in Commonwealth Secondary School for guiding me and my classmates throughout secondary school life. Because as far as I can tell, being a teacher is not that easy. Because I have seen from quite a bit of online articles, if I can say that, there's some teachers in other school might break down because their students are that mischievous to the point where they will break down and lose hope on the students. But don't worry, this is Commonwealth Secondary School. So basically, this school, all the teachers will not be put into such predicament, because our students are of finer standards, unlike other schools. Other schools are, I can't say deep shit lah, but they are not that decent as Commonwealth, because our school emphasizes on all-rounded education, which is a good thing, because some people are too over focused on, I mean some schools are too over focused on academic results. And also trying to think of a way to end on this video. Wait okay, so never mind. I won't need a special any kind of special way to end all this video. I'll just end this video here, and I hope that this video is an insightful one and it will broaden your eyes on my secondary school life. And I will see you guys next time. And I will also like to thank whoever who's watching this video for your patience in listening to me. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out. I just press the button.